Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to Foundation, where I have played a little bit more. You can see the timer is now at 8 hours and 50 minutes pretty much, and the city has evolved a little bit. We did unlock something extra which I'm trying to get going up here. So we've got the hops farm and we have the brewery which should make us beer, and I think that needs to be sold in a tavern, so we're trying to actually make a pretty large and cool looking tavern. It was quite a few materials, so that construction is still underway, but I think when it's finished it's gonna look pretty damn good. We've got like an entrance and a main building. We got two side buildings for people to enjoy their drinks or their meals, because back here we have a kitchen. This is like a stables for horses, and here they'll have like a little overlook that'll be pretty cool as well. Back here we've got just more extra place. I think it's gonna be like storage. Right, this could definitely be seen as storage with an entrance, and here we should have an entrance back here as well for services and things like that. So you can really make some cool buildings. They already put in some of the chimneys, so that is underway. And back here our church is done, so I think it looks okay. We could definitely expand on that a little bit, but I then also put down a couple of markets for food, just because I needed some extra sales. You can see I'm at +2 now, so gold is once again getting a little bit harder to come by at this point, and I need to save a little bit more because we still need to get some upgrades going, which is over here. I still need like 10 citizens in order to get those final unlocks, and then here, especially in clergy, 10 citizens that would give me access to the monastery, which is very important because apparently herb gathering and the apiary, those are some luxury materials. I think that will help boost my income quite substantially. So I want to get those citizens as quickly as possible. Now when it comes to my views, I do want the resource panel. I also want, where is it? The jobs panel. There we go, the villager list. Let's move all the way down here. Put that over here, and then I also wanted to see, I think it's this, yeah, the information panel of my village. We are now at, let's see here, 168 population, 52 newcomers. We've got 75 serfs, 35 commoners, and 6 citizens. So I need 4 more, which is 800 gold. I'm getting pretty close to that. And then potentially we could unlock the monastery, which is very cool. Now I'm not in a hurry to do that. There we go, status promotion, so we can upgrade some serfs, and I can't do any more citizens. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe we basically need more upgrades before we can get there, like a certain percentage or something. So let's upgrade some of these guys, at least the highest level ones, like a level 6. I'll definitely do that. These level 5s. So that puts us at 39. This puts us at 40. We got plenty of gold. We're going to add another 5. Up to 45 now. That did cost me quite a bit of gold. And then we're also going to... we can definitely do 5 of these. Another 100 gold. You know what? Everyone is welcome here. 75 serfs. That's the promotions. Let's do that. And then over here, this is now how you get those regular quests that'll potentially give you some of that extra influence supply. So we can assist the king for something. We can assist the... I think I'm gonna take the clergy this time, and we have to deliver 20 fish. That should be very easy. You see it's set to green here. Just click yes, I get a bit of gold, 200 gold, and I get some extra stuff here for clergy, so that when the time comes, I can then hopefully unlock the monastery pretty quickly. I'm gonna need at least either one more quest or a building, like another church or something like that, to get there. So that's gonna be interesting. People come in, houses are upgrading. We've got a decent amount of unemployed people, but I'm also doing stuff. Let's see, what else am I building? A second mine. It does feel like my iron supply is a little bit low basically for everything else. And then up here, oops, that's the autosave. That's something that I didn't expect, well, should have known, of course, what's in beer. There's also wheat next to all the hop, and then with water, so that means that I'm going to try and get a supply of wheat going right behind here, so this is going to become like a nice big wheat field as well. It's still like one of the resources that is stuck at 0, and then maybe we'll put down a windmill over here as well, although I probably don't want to do that, because you don't want to turn it into flour. So these fields, you know, put that here, become flour, become bread, which we've got a decent amount of. That is fine, but the rest is not. And then here you can see, yeah, I decided that this looked quite okay. I mean, it's not perfect. We could still take more trees out, but this is pretty good of a field for this farm right here. And I like the one little tree that's sticking out here, so that's okay. I'm really happy with that result. And then over here for the hops, I'm basically doing the same thing. This stuff is meant to clear all of this out so that we get more production going over here. What the hell was I making here? Oh, a granary, of course, to potentially hold some of that extra wheat, hops, whatever doesn't get stored in the buildings or the brewery itself. And then, of course, down here, I hope that this is an automatic system so that we can sell beer and entertainment to the people here. It's gonna take a little bit of time. We'll see how that works. And in the meantime, something that I do try to do as well is whenever like a new house pops up here, I just give that priority. It's 10 wood, they're built very quickly and very easily, so I think that giving that priority makes sense. And that's a market on. I think it's gonna be this one. Yeah, another one for food if I'm not mistaken. And what am I gonna give here? Boar. But I don't have that, so I don't really know how that's. I think you need like a hunting cabin for that. Yeah, it's still food, plenty of fish. Bread is doing okay. Cheese, not that much in reserve. And then the berries are doing alright too. I'm just gonna put down more fish here. And then we're gonna assign someone so that they can do that, which is fine. And yeah, then this can grow as well. Now has its own little market for food, which is of course the most important. And this is my town at the moment, growing very, very nicely. You can clearly see that we've got certain centers. Well, one thing that I need to look at is how this is going to evolve, because I chose, we're really lagging behind a little bit. Basically, we're cutting down trees faster than these guys can replant. So I decided to put a poplar, pine, sycamore, and oaks. Apparently, you can do all of them. And so now this is going to become like a mixed forest, which will hopefully give some fast-growing trees and things like that as well. Down here I'm trying to clear this out too, and I think my next step after we get like the beer and stuff going is going to be to let's see if that one gets those woodcutters. Yep, exactly. It's the woodcutters from here that I'm now gonna put to work over here, and that is another house, so let's do that more quickly. So after that I am going to need to basically grow more forest as well, and get a steady and stable supply of wood going, because this here, well, it's got 1, 2, 3 of them. What I like about it is that if it becomes plentiful, this will grow full of trees again, and then if we like basically hit the limits to how much wood we can stock, this should stop, slowly build up. We need more of it. They'll start working on that forest again. So I think it's all right in this situation right now. But eventually, in all likeliness, we'll basically need another spot to try and grab all of that. But yeah, it's not that easy to buy many territories here. Definitely economically, yeah, I'll need, I think, the monastery to go to another level. 2 more people incoming, which is fine. Down here, this little living center is also slowly expanding. So we can go ahead and do that house here as well. And this road is now made. That's very good, right? Connect this housing district with this one through this industrial district that is gonna come. And what do we need for this? A little bit more in planks, a little bit more in tools, which we are definitely lacking, and then we'll be fine. So I think I try to sell tools. Let's do buy until... Do I go all the way to 100? Let's see what we get for this. because my production is obviously lagging behind. This was a lot of tools, it must be said. And so I'll need to expand on that a little bit as well. What do we need for tools? We need coal and iron, which the iron, that supply should be going up with this stuff. We've got some extra coal being produced here, so that should be fine as well. And then here, yeah, there we go, another house that's coming. And this looks so good, I think. My little rustic church in the middle of the forest. I'm still very happy with the result as these houses are, you know, being built, but that's basically that forest is still available right here in the middle of this. This is exactly what I wanted, basically. This, I think, will clear that out more and just try to expand the living space as they need it. And then over here, when we get our big church, that's a good question. Where do I put down my monastery? Maybe we'll work on that. Well, we could go here. For instance, make a big monastery in the back. Or maybe even... Nah, I don't like to be too close to the edge. So in all likeliness, I would maybe even dare to put a monastery here. So that we can produce like the honey and everything else around this part. Yeah, that could be cool. I think, yeah, a big monastery around this style. And then here, living space will have to stay underneath all of that. And then maybe go to that little, yeah, this little part here as well. Could be nice to build something on. Okay, plans are forming. Money, okay, doing better, 650. That looks fine too. And this is done, very important in my opinion. Let's see, we can use those three. I think if I set them as farmer, another one, and then another one, and they'll come over here. Then we need to paint our fields, if I can. Thank you. So all of that, I think that'll be okay. And we'll really make that a nice big field here as well. Everything that's available, I think that'll be alright. And then that'll hopefully produce all of the wheat we need for our beer production. There we go. And that's down to 4. We'll need more here. We'll need more here. Yeah, everyone is welcome. 4 days till immigration. We're in week 2, so that is fine. And after that, my next... Yeah, wheat is obviously a bottleneck. Iron is still a little bit low. What about... Yeah, this is going down, actually. My number of common clothes. I think it's mostly because this number is growing steadily, of course. And I guess that there is a destruction system behind it, that they need to replace it from time to time. So I think at some point I will also need to... we've got plenty of this, plenty of that. So I do think another tailor's workshop would make sense at some point. Okay, a granary will give you one of these. And I'll definitely need to get that wheat here. Put that hop here as well. Where is it? Down here. I'll do the beer too. And then for the extra... could go with just fish, because we've got a lot of that already, and I'll do that, since I can also pretty easily increase that production as well. Maybe I'll do one right now, in fact. Want to make sure that we have a lot of food available, of course. So that one will go here. There's no need to rush that, and that's another house built, another house built. This one's really getting close to that forest edge. And then over here, he's waiting for a builder, so that means I can get that done more quickly. We have stabilized quite nicely, 500 gold almost. And then this is something that was, I feel, different from the first time that I played through Banished. You do need to manage your funds a little bit more more attentively, because on my first playthrough, eventually I got so much gold every single time that I could easily basically keep buying plenty and plenty of room. Now it's more balanced. You don't always just straight up buy more place to put stuff. So let's see. This, I think I want to keep that as being a living center. So if I want to build a bigger monastery, I think we want to go down here. So I should do that probably. We're up above 500. In fact, I'd want both of these almost. Let's buy this one. And then see if we can build our funds back up. That does give us a place to grab more stone as well if we want to. So that'll be okay. These are doing fine. And this is slowly being cut down. So that's looking alright. Hopefully this will get planted soon. And what else do I need to pay attention at? Yeah, the opportunity. Cheese. Let's take a look at that. So that's milk to cheese. That actually is surprisingly stable for 2 farms. 2 dairy farms and then just 1 cheese producer. So that doesn't take too much space. We could definitely look at building something like that up here maybe. To get more cheese going. But first, this one. 20 out of 35 tools, still only have 1 of them. And now that's all we need is more tools. So that's good. Do these traders come by? Let's see if I can spot them. Yep, that's a trader coming in right here with his backpack. Hopefully, don't have a lot of gold, but hopefully they'll sell us some more stuff. We got more traders coming, and there's the 3 newcomers that'll join the village as well. So is my mine done? Not yet. House is done. And let's see what happens. He comes over here. That's up to 20 now. And that stays at 0 gold. So I really do wonder. I didn't pay close enough attention to know exactly what happened there. If you basically do cheat a little bit when you're out of gold. It sometimes to me feels like they're selling me stuff although I don't have any gold. But perhaps, of course, they're grabbing other stuff that I'm selling and keep it balanced through the numbers. That's possible as well. Here's some more traders. Let's see what happens here. Now stuff is not moving and they're back out again, and my gold goes to -2 probably for buying some of these tools. So now we really don't need that much anymore. We do need a little bit more time in making stuff. And that one almost done. Okay, then these guys 1, 2. So you're gonna be a miner. Not a miller, but a miner. Where the hell is it? Ooh, now I gotta start to scroll for this as well. Can I move you? No. Okay, there's a miner. And then the rest that's down below enough. So that should be fine. Is he gonna find the mine? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, damn. I clicked. And then one of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably gonna be okay. Yeah, everyone is at work. Alright. What about happiness? Villagers are lacking in water. Interesting. Where would that be? These guys have a well over here. There's usually enough wells. This stuff has a well as well. I think it's gonna be here. This one doesn't have a well and this one doesn't either. Alright, we're gonna invest in that since we want all of this. Oh, well, once we get the gold, we're gonna invest in that since we do want this to become another place for people to live. I just wonder how I'm going to... Because it will reach its limits, of course, because of the river here. Whereas this one can go nicely up to this bend. So that is fine. But here, there's definitely fine. I think I want to keep pulling that through, though. On this direction and then here as well. Yeah. Let's maybe do the one well, since I've got the gold for it. And then I don't have the gold for it. Something like that. And then we're gonna paint this housing zone a little bit more. Up until the border. And then I basically want all of this to become housing, potentially. And of course I do want to keep a little bit off here for more of this stuff. More fisheries. And then, ooh, that's actually kind of true. Down here we'll want more production. So we'll leave it at that. I think that'll be okay. We can definitely afford to cut down these trees as well though. So I'm gonna reserve all of that. And then if we need it, we can pretty easily get more stone down here as well. So that is fine. Once this is done, for instance, once I'm happy with how this forest has been cut down, I'll put them down here, get to work on this stuff. Here, a little bit more work, and then that's being... Ooh, my tavern is done. Now that's... What happens here? Do I have to provide someone? Select a function. Oh, interesting. That is definitely new for me. So, 0 of 1 cooks assigned. Can I tell this guy to become a cook? Yes. Haha, that's good. So that'll be that. And then select a function. Service counter or public lounge. Oh, so this will be a service counter in the middle. Then the wood extensions, I'll make those public lounges. And then bailiff's office can't do that. So back here then. 2 stone halls. Sells tavern resources to the villagers. 12 and adds 12 to the capacity of the public lounge. Okay, then I'll want to get 2 of those. Oh, and then I also have to assign villagers to that. So she'll be working as the bartender. Oh, now I'm running out of people as well. Public lounges, a service counter. Ooh, for every service counter you need to put more people in. Then, so that's that place. Back here, public lounge, that's fine. There we have our service counter right in the middle. We'll try another one, I guess. Another service counter. That does mean that I need more people for that. So that's how that works. And then 1 bartender assigned. I'm curious to figure out how this is gonna work. But look at this does look cool in my book. Oh, she doesn't use the door. That's a bit annoying. But okay. So you get a little sign here. If at some point we get people on horseback, they can put their horse down here. And then of course right here they can just grab their beer. Back here, probably more sitting space and things like that. Over here they can buy stuff with the kitchen back here. And then if they really want to enjoy the view as well, look at that back there. Very, very cool. So this is our tavern done. Meantime, my gold goes back up and 2 more people coming in. They'll become bartenders right away. This one, get 5 miners going. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. I added those myself. And what else? This one has a transporter. Getting filled with hops and with fish very quickly. That's good. And then this stuff needs to go in here and become lots of booze for the village. Good stuff. Back here, that's looking okay. Needs a bit more time. This well will be built. And I wonder... too bad that I can't really see its influence range. So I'd have to go like that. Yeah, that's not gonna have those. So we're gonna put another one like down here next to the road. There we go. Couple more wells. And the gold. Not that easy. I'm hoping that the tavern is gonna start to make me some cash as well. And yeah, there you go, guys. This is the continuation of Foundation. You can see now from far away how the town is growing very organically, very sandboxy. I'm definitely having fun with this, and there's new stuff for me to discover, like this tavern, which is now going to receive another bartender and another bartender. And do I need more stuff? No, that looks like it's gonna be it. And they somehow do have boar here. Oh, they need boar with cheese to create a meal. That's the kitchen. With our cook, of course. And this is a service counter. Aha! You can sell beer. You can sell beer. And you can sell beer as well. And then these guys need to... They make meals and they probably automatically sell meals as well. But I can't do that yet because I don't have a hunter's lodge just yet. And for that I need 15 in kingdom. So that means that like a military building or something like that. I'm gonna focus on the monastery. I really think that herb wines and the apiary is gonna be better for my economic situation, so that's what we're gonna shoot for first, unless I have no choice, because so far I've not been able to unlock enough citizens to do that. But yeah, I'll keep going and I'll keep you guys up to date, of course. But I think you can tell I am having fun with foundation, and this is starting to dry up, so we'll need to do something about that as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you next time.